Hello everyone, welcome back to Consistent Profits, and this time around we're doing a review. We're simply going to take a look back on this week's trading as far as the EURUSD, GBPUSD and the dollar index is concerned. Without wasting time, let's have a look at these markets. Okay, before me I have the dollar index, and what we had expected in this market was bullish momentum, and that realized. We already knew that price was most likely going to target this high over here and continue to trade further to the upside, seeking higher prices. Price indeed did so. On Monday it opened with a bearish momentum, and Tuesday continued the bullish momentum, taking out this level over here and these levels over here, and as well as this one. And from there we can see that there was a fair value gap that was created on Wednesday that price having traded into. After that, we see that price created this liquidity void over here on Thursday, and we saw Friday dip into this liquidity void and begin to seek higher prices. So these liquidity voids can be traded like fair value gaps, because we know that once price dip into a fair value gap, is potentially going to react off it. If it is bullish, it's going to surge to the upside, and if it is bearish, it's going to seek lower prices. So in this case, on Friday, price dipped into that gap, liquidity void, and began to seek higher prices. Now let's look at GBPUSD. In this market, what we already had in mind was that it is potentially going to continue momentum to the downside, having traded into this bearish order block over here and crashing to the downside Thursday and Friday. Monday opened bullish sentiment, and the continuation to the downside began on Tuesday, seeking this level over here, and potentially we knew that price will trade into this level, which indeed it did reach that level on Wednesday, Thursday, and after that we saw price create a fair value gap on Thursday, which price traded into on Friday and began to crash to the downside. This was set up more like what we just saw now on the dollar index, with the liquidity void that price dipped into on Friday and began to seek higher prices. And now in this case we had a fair value gap that price peaked into on Friday and began to seek lower prices. Let's have a look at EURUSD. In this market, we expected momentum to the downside to potentially realize, which was indeed the case. Price traded into this level like we had expected it, and we thought it is possible for price to trade into this level as well. And indeed price traded into that level and continued momentum to the downside, breaking structure on Thursday, and we saw Friday's price trade into an order block over here and began to crash on Friday. So that's it. This is simply the review video that we had for this week. If you found value out of this video, kindly subscribe, comment, as well as like the video. Without wasting time, I will definitely see you again on the next video. Ciao.